Hi everyone, welcome to this class. Today we'll be learning how to make this beautiful corset top by Passionate Style and Stitches, a backless alternate corset. So please stick to the end of the tutorial. If you are joining us for the first time, don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we have a new tutorial. And for our returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. If you also want to join my WhatsApp group, the link will be in the description box. Thank you for joining, and let's get into this class. For the drafting of the alternate corset, that's the backless corset now. So I've outlined the the lines here. We have the bust line, the under bust, the waistline, and the length of the blouse. To get the length of the blouse, I step down by 6 inches from the waistline. So then we'll go ahead now to impute our shoulder measurement. So you mark the shoulder divided by 2, you mark it up to your chest line, you connect it together like this. And also you have for your shoulder slope now, you connect it 1 inch on the shoulder line, you connect it to the 3 inches neck width. So to get the depth of your shoulder of your armhole now, is going to be your shoulder divided by 2 also. So that is going to be the chest line of the measurements I'm working with. Then we'll go ahead now to impute the nipple to nipple measurement. For this particular person is 6 inches, so I mark it down up to the hem of the blouse, then connect it together. So once I was done with the armhole now, I went straight to the bust line to impute my bust measurement. So I marked the bust measurements also on the under bust line and also on the waistline. So for this, I connected the line together. So for this person now, the waist measurement, the original waist measurement was 29 inches, but because I want the waist to be cinched, so I reduced it by 2 inches, making 27. So we are going to be using the waist divided by 4, 27. So whatever difference we have in the bust and the waist measurement is what we'll be using for our waist dart, and the difference in the under bust and the bust measurement also is what we'll be using for our under bust contouring. So the difference in the front arm length and the back arm length is 1.5. That's for the bust dart. So then we'll go ahead to connect all our dart lines together and also draw out the under bust contouring that we see here. So then once you are done like this, you contour, you join the line together to the waist. So whatever darts you have on the waistline, we are going to be extending it down to the blouse length, that's the hip line for say. So you are going to be adding it. So what I have here is 2 inches and my hip is 40 inches. 40 plus divided by 4, we have 10, plus 2, we have 12 inches. Shape the hem of the blouse, I step up by 2 inches and I connected it. The next thing to do is to mark out the armhole. So from the shoulder slope, you mark whatever you have on the armhole, you divide it by 2, then you step down by 1 and go in by 1 inch to have a perfect curve on the armhole like that. We are done with that now. We'll go ahead to mark out our the alternate corset shape. So from the bust line now, you step down by 1 inch, and also from the center front you mark 0.5 inch and connect the line like this. So now you are going to be connecting that point there to your neck width. So we'll be using the neck width of 3 inches, so we just go ahead and connect it. So that's going to be the neckline we have. So from that point also, you connect it to form your corset to the under bust tightening that we have here. So you are going to connect as seen like this. To mark out the corset shape on the other side now, we need to close the bust dart, and to do that now, you need to split open the waist dart that we have and you carefully close it. Just follow the process of closing it like this. So you just slash it open and you carefully close it and you secure it down with a gum or a paper tape. So once you're able to do that now, then you can go ahead to mark out the shape. So from the side front here, for this measurement, I stepped in by 1.5 and I connected the point to the under bust to have the second side of the corset. So after that now, on the neckline, you step in by 1.5 or 1.25 depending on how wide you want it to be. You are going to be connecting it to the armhole. Don't forget, we are working with all alternate corset. So this is me trying to highlight the parts that we are going to be cutting and we'll be using for our corset. So this is the part I mark. So once you are sure that all the measurements are correct, now you can go ahead to cut out the front pattern as seen like this. So if you are joining us for the first time today, thank you for joining us. If you are yet to subscribe, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we have a new tutorial. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment if you have any question, and also share the video. Thank you. Alright, so this is what the front bodice is going to look like. Don't forget to always label it, the center front, the side front. So the dart for the corset part, you are going to be sewing it in when you are sewing, so you can keep this aside to draft the back. So for the back, I've gone ahead to draft out the basic line, the bust, waist, and the length of the blouse. So I also marked out the bust measurements on the bust line, on the waistline, connect it together, and also the waist measurements. The difference is what we'll be using as our back dart, and we are going to be extending the dart down to the hem of the blouse as seen like this, and the bust is going to be stopping 0.5 inch before the bust line. So the dart now, we are going to be adding it to our hip divided by 4. So we'll connect it together to the waistline as seen like this. And also for the shaping of the hem, we step up by 2 inches and connect it to the dart leg. So you go ahead now to draw out the armhole, even though it's not necessary because you are working with a backless dress. So you just draw out your armhole next. So the next thing to do is to mark out the eyelets. Yeah, it's going to be laced at the back. So I step in by 2 inches down to the hem and connect it together. So that is the back we'll be using for the eyelets. So now from the bust line, I step down a little bit and connect it to the chest line for the back shape. So now these are the parts we are going to be using for our back. Then we'll go ahead to cut it out. So the dart now is left for you. You can cut the back through, or you close the darts for the back, but for mine, I ended up closing the darts for the back. So I have one piece for the back bodice like this. So now we have both the back bodies and also the front bodies like this. Okay, now so for the extension we have on the neck, for the halter neck, now you are going to be cutting a strip of fabric of 4 inches wide. So you're going to put it on fold. Don't forget that the neck width we used was 1.5. You're going to be sewing on the side by 0.5 inch allowance. So you can make it a length of 8 inches or 9 inches depending on how much you want it. So in between of this strip now, you are going to be passing your elastic. So we have this strip on both sides of the neckline. So it's going to go across the back neck. So this brings us to the end of our tutorial. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you in the next class.